Hey gamers! If you are looking beat-em-up games like God Hand and Sifu, then you've come to the right place. In this video, I will show you best beat-em-up games that's similar to God Hand and Sifu. Some of you maybe disagree with the ranking, but that's okay, because all I know these game is a good game. But before we go into the list, let's hear quick words from our sponsor.
If you're looking to buy games at the best prices, there's only one place to go, and that's at Instant Gaming. Seriously, Instant Gaming, it's my go-to spot for grabbing games at crazy discounts. Not only do they have some insane deals, but they're also doing giveaways. Here you're not going to find discounts like this anywhere else, trust me. Believe it or not, this is the perfect place to buy games with amazing deals. They've got games for all the major platforms like PC, PS5, Xbox, and also Nintendo Switch. So what are you waiting for? Go check out your favorite games with Instant Gaming by click the link in the description and save some cash with amazing discount in Instant Gaming. By using my link, you're not just saving money, but also support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list.
Number 15, we have Jet Li's Rise to Honor. The game may feature flashy action and the storytelling you'd expect from a martial arts film, but unfortunately its gameplay falls short of expectations. You play as Kit Yun, or you can call it Jet Li. You are as an undercover cop who infiltrates a criminal family in Hong Kong tasked with protecting the syndicate's leader, the Boss Chang. Unlike other games, Jet Li's attacks require players to use the right analog stick for strikes. However, this mechanic doesn't add much excitement, as the enemies lack engaging AI, leading players to encounter the same attack combinations repeatedly.
I'm proud to be a member of the Vandalay family.
Next to number 14, Hi-Fi Rush is a stylish beat-em-up game with a fun vibe. From the cool animations, to the unique art style, to the hilarious characters, everything is full of personality and fun. The most epic thing is that everything is united by one main concept. Rhythm is everything, dude. Battling in Hi-Fi Rush is different because music is our compass. Every time you fight, you're judged on your speed, style, and ability to stay in time when you pull off a combo. This rhythm system makes me feel really satisfied, unlike the usual action games. Every song element here is not just a patch, but really adds to the atmosphere, and it's a true testament to how Hi-Fi Rush uses music to its full potential. Moving to number 13, Midnight Fight Express is a modern beat-em-up game with motion-captured animations that bring combat to life. The combat in Midnight Fight Express is brutal and violent, making you feel like one soldier fighting many enemies. There's nothing more than combat, and the game turns 2D sprites into 3D combat with an isometric perspective. The action is fast-paced, and the motion-captured animations make every hit feel satisfying. The fighting style is similar to that of Batman Arkham, where you can quickly move from one enemy to another with a combination of quick attacks and counterattacks when the enemy attacks. For those of you who love nostalgia, Jackie Chan Stuntmaster is one of the action games with a more fun vibe than other Asian actor games. While Stranglehold with Chow Yun-Fat or Rise to Honor with Jet Li are more serious and brutal, this game is more colorful and family-friendly. Gameplay-wise, it's not a classic beat-em-up a la Streets of Rage or Final Fight. It's more of a platformer beat-em-up, where you don't just have to beat up enemies, but also explore the stages to find secret items and find your way around. This game has a level hub system, so before entering a stage, you can see the progress of your collectible item dragon head, which is scattered in every corner of the stage. If you miss one, you'll have to go back to collect them all.
Anyone know massage?
And next to number 11, Batman Arkham Knight is one of the most ambitious video game stories ever. It offers a dark story, even for Batman standards. Here, Batman is portrayed as an angry and dangerous figure. He destroys Gotham with tanks, finishes off unarmed looters, and tortures people to get what he wants. The gameplay in Arkham Knight combines responsive combat with stealth elements. The combat system has evolved a lot, with new moves and gadgets. There's a lot of variety in how players can defeat enemies, from melee attacks to clever takedowns. But after replaying with the knowledge of the ending, it all makes more sense. Batman here is a different person, trapped in a war against his greatest enemy within himself.
Buongiorno, amici. How are you, warriors?
Moving to number 10, The Warriors is a beat-em-up game about a group of gangs in New York City trying to survive after a dangerous situation. The fun in The Warriors is that you'll be doing a lot of fighting. Each character has light and heavy attacks that can be combined into combos. You can also use a variety of weapons, from bricks to knives. There are no firearms here, as this is a classic gang battle. Although the combat system is fairly simple, the atmosphere becomes very hectic with so many enemies on screen. You have to be smart to organize your attacks so you don't get ganged up on.
You just gonna lie there?
If you're a fan of action games, Urban Reign absolutely deserves a spot on your list. It's the most definitive beat-em-up experience out there, focusing purely on combat without any unnecessary fluff. Urban Reign has the best hand-to-hand combat system I've ever tried, even better than God Hand. Sadly, the game never got the recognition it deserved, perhaps because the story's a bit run-of-the-mill. The biggest challenge in Urban Reign is that the enemies can do everything you can, but there are often more of them. You'll need to be clever with your attack combos to keep them at bay, especially when you're surrounded. Special attacks can be a real lifesaver. Next to number 8, Troublemaker is an action-adventure game that takes us to Indonesia in 2018. In this game, you will follow the story of Budi, who is transferred to high school Sipta Wiyata because his mom doesn't like him fighting so much. Interestingly, this high school organizes a hand-to-hand combat tournament between students from various majors to compete for funds for school operational assistance. Whoever wins will get financial support after graduation, which makes this offer look tempting. Besides the fighting, a lot of time is spent on the interaction between Budi and his friends. If you don't understand Indonesian, get ready to read subtitles, because 98% of the dialogue is in Indonesian. And the good news is that the sequel, Troublemaker 2 Beyond Dream, will be released this year. Let's wait for the sequel. Just put it on your wishlist first.
Habis gua bunuh lu. Gua bakal bunuh Sofia.
Sleeping Dogs is an open-world game where you will play as Wei Shun, a man who returns to Hong Kong after a long stay in America. Your mission is to infiltrate the gangster world and uncover triad crimes. Most of the time is spent fighting. The missions in this game are divided between the main story and side missions, which are balanced. You won't feel overwhelmed by too many choices, and the story progression feels very structured. There's also a skill tree that makes upgrades feel meaningful without being confusing. Upgrades are divided into 3 types: Cop, Triad, and Melee, with 2 branches each. This makes you think about the points you want to spend, but it's still simple. This game is similar to GTA, but for such an old game, I think this game is really cool for its time. Moving to number 6, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise is an action-adventure beat-em-up game based on the hit manga and anime Fist of the North Star. In this game, you take on the role of Kenshiro, a Hokuto Shinken martial arts master, who struggles to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. Unlike the previous games, this one gives the right weight to each attack. The smooth combination of punches and kicks makes combat satisfying, and watching enemies explode after Kenshiro attacks is one of the most exciting things. Kenshiro also has various abilities to unlock, including Burst Mode and Destiny Talismans that grant special powers. The game is clearly influenced by the Yakuza franchise, but Lost Paradise manages to stand on its own. If you want to get into the world of Like a Dragon, I have a great recommendation, and that's Yakuza 0. Although this franchise is widely known, many people are confused about where to start. Is it the first Yakuza? Or the remake, Yakuza Kiwami? Or maybe the latest game, like a dragon pirate Yakuza in Hawaii? Well, skip all that and jump straight to Yakuza 0. It's the best starting point for exploring this open-world game from Sega. Set in 1988, you start as Kazuma Kiryu, a junior member of the Tojo clan crime syndicate. After getting into trouble with his Yakuza superiors, Kiryu decides to quit the underworld in the first chapter. You can use a variety of fighting styles, depending on the character you play, Kazuma Kiryu or Goro Majima. Each character has a set of basic attacks, combos, and special moves that make fighting fun and varied. And next, number 4, Like a Dragon Gaiden, is an action-adventure game that connects the stories between Yakuza 6 and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Here, Kiryu operates in Roppongi and Sotenbori, and has the freedom to carry out main missions, side missions, and various other activities. The game again uses a real-time combat system, different from the turn-based system used in Ichiban. Kiryu has two fighting styles, Yakuza style and Agent style. Yakuza style is the classic style with quick attacks, while Agent style allows the use of gadgets to defeat enemies in more creative ways. Although Like a Dragon Gaiden is the shortest of the series, it presents the most emotional story for Kiryu. Number 3, Absolver, is an action RPG that blends beat-em-up elements with a strong focus on melee combat. In this game, you play as a character striving to learn new fighting moves from both enemies and other players. There are two distinct combat styles, Yakuza style, which leans towards a more traditional approach, and Agent style, which incorporates gadgets into combat, making fights feel more dynamic. What truly sets Absolver apart is its customization system. You can learn moves from opponents and build a combat deck filled with different attacks. Each move can be arranged in various sequences, allowing you to unleash powerful combos with just a single button press. This adds a layer of strategy to every battle. Number 2, Madmax, is an open-world action-adventure game exploring a world devastated by war, where humans struggle to survive and build a new civilization. You'll play as Max Rokotansky, a former traffic cop who lost his family to a motorbike gang. The hand-to-hand combat system in Madmax is satisfying. I like the finishing move technique that makes combat feel smooth. This game is actually competent in everything it does. It has all the elements you'd expect from the franchise: brutal combat, intense car chases, and a dark world where everything can go wrong. With a 30-hour campaign and a giant map full of side quests, it fulfills all modern open-world expectations. Number 1, we have Judgment. The game combines elements of Yakuza with the investigative flair of Phoenix Wright. And in this game, you'll take on the role of Yagami, who must solve various cases in Kamurocho. Unlike Yakuza, this time you're stepping into the shoes of a detective. You'll be wandering around the city, but there's no car theft like in GTA. You'll be walking or taking taxis for fast travel. As usual, you'll find yourself battling Yakuza on the streets. The fights start without loading screens, and the controls are similar to Yakuza, so veteran players won't need much time to adapt. If a fight drags on too long, the police might show up, and you'll have to navigate a quick time event to escape. If you fail, you'll be caught and fined. This game has a sequel called Lost Judgment, and I recommend playing the first one before diving into the next. And that's it for today. What do you think about this list? I know there are some beat-em-up games similar to Sifu that I haven't mentioned yet, and maybe you can share your favorite in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss another great list. And as always, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.